A real rich man, that's what I'ma be. A leader to my team, that's what I'ma be. Make a fortune, break bread, give my mama peace. Do it the right way, gotta give my mama peace.
Woo! 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 Lucky 7. You should be a millionaire at this point. With all that game, quick on the draw. Boom! Boom! Okay, here. Lucky 7. This is my favorite law. I said that every day. They're all my favorite, right? But Lucky 7 to me, Law 7, is called Master the Game. Okay? This is exciting, so I'm gonna get a little loose on this one. Because not only do you wanna make, save, or raise $1 million, you wanna be able to keep your $1 million. This is when the light bulb went off in my head. It hit me like a ton of bricks. A good friend of mine was like, you gotta understand systems. He's talking all this, and I'm like, I know I have more financial literacy than him, but he was hype off a Robert Kiyosaki book, audio book he sent me, and he was talking about cash flow quadrants. Now, you guys can debate me on cash flow quadrants. However, this is not exactly what the book says. This is just how I received the information. It's what has helped me master the game and get to my destination where I wanted to be financially. So, in this book, I love hip hop, as you guys could tell. Music business, influenced by a lot of people that say, oh, don't work for the man, don't work for him, create your own thing, go from rags to riches. There's a lot of these messages in music, and it's 100% right for a lot of information that comes by. Like Dame says, hustle for your last name, not your first name. I love that. He's talking about leaving a legacy. But you have to understand how the game works, how the game is played. In music, we know that there's but so many notes in a song and chord progressions. There's but so many topics, but so many emotions you can write or sing about. Love, fear, heartbreak, it's but so many topics. So that's the same thing when it comes to making money. Again, entrepreneurship isn't for everybody.
But multiple streams of income is.
Okay, multiple streams of income is for everybody. So that's what the cash flow quadrant is all about. Okay, so you have an E for employee. You have S for self-employed. You have B for business owner. By the way, I used to think somebody who's self-employed and a business owner is the same person. Completely two different people, but I'll explain more. And then you have I for investor. These are the streams of income. These are the ways to get money, right? So we have to define these, and that's what I loved about the cash flow quadrant. We're able to define this. And when you define it, you also define the behavior, right? So employee stands for you have a job. When you're self-employed, if you can't let your business run and walk away for 10 months, and you walk away for 10 months if your business isn't operable, you own a job. You're self-employed. B for business owner. If you can walk away from your business and it's still running efficiently, you own a system. I for investor, that one's easy. Your money works for you. Now, let's call this the left side, let's call this the right side. People on the left side have a certain behavior. They react to words a certain way. People on the right side have a certain behavior, and they respond to words a certain way. But here's the point of impact for me, right? There's more wealth on the right side. If you're investing money, you have cash reserve. You understand carrying costs, debt service, a lot of these different things we spoke about earlier. If you're a business owner, you understand systems, right? The acronym for systems is saving yourself time, energy, and money. That's cool, right? 2 claps in the Ric Flair. Boom! But owning the system is you can be hands off. Everything is interconnected and you know how to operate, you're operating. Now, that doesn't mean being self-employed is a bad thing. That doesn't mean being an employee is a bad thing. This is where I say all these different forms of cash flow could be debatable. If I was 21 years old, I want to be an employee so I can gain experience. Being self-employed, I want to gain experience. I want to max out financially and get data that I can analyze and then create a system. Create a system to scale. And then obviously if you can transition from these three different points, you've developed a level of sophistication, focus, mental cognition, mental awareness, you have business principles and disciplines. So, or you may be in the right social circle. You may have vendors and different people that you do business with or prospects, and you can invest with them. And like my mentees, when I get them to a level of being a 700 credit score and they get $300,000, they become credit partners and we go do bigger deals. We can exercise group economics. So in all of these, it's all about cash flow. Now, remember when I told you guys earlier that you can get $15,000 liquidated, turn it into, do it 20 times and turn it into 300,000? At no time did I ever say, hey, you're a car salesman and you make 15, 20 grand a month. I never said quit your job. You can have that 300,000 and be cash flowing 15K a month. If you make $200,000 a year plus that 300,000, you'll be able to get to $500,000 over time. You have your carrying costs, your debt service, but now that's going to motivate you to be a saver. That may motivate you to create your business where you work during the day and then you have an online business that you work on at night. Over time, you may be able to scale it and automate your online business to where you're not hands-on and it's monetizing for you. You have so much cash flow, so much income that you may buy an 18-wheeler, get a driver, pay him 35% of the gross profit. And as a savvy investor and an owner-operator, you're generating what we call a lot of chili. You're making a lot of chili. Again, entrepreneurship isn't for everybody, but multiple streams of income is. And you have to be able to master the game. That's law 7. Now, there's way more information, a lot more. Deposit-only relationships with your lenders, how to create a system, this information that you're coming in contact with, being a master at eliminating all the negative items on someone's credit and adding positive trade lines can turn into a business for you. It's a do-for-you business. If somebody exchanges revenue or money for that service, that's another stream of income that you have, right? So, A, you built your cash reserve. B, you have money coming in. You still have a job. I will walk into a job and be the best employee if my bank account is fat and it has $1 million. It's not. It's financial literacy. It's leverage. It's having understanding. This is what we teach on our platform, my executive room. If you go on the platform, you're gonna be able to go in there and get all the documents, all the challenge letters for the credit bureaus. We're gonna give you the address, the telephone number, how to certify, teach you about the e-Oscar system. We're gonna teach you about all of this information easily. It's free to onboard. You go in there, you get the resources, you get your PDFs, everything that I talked about. We're gonna break it down in different modules and give you the information that costs you nothing. Now, we do have a social circle, and we do take on mentees. There is an advanced course approach. There's people that want the actual tactical approach and want us to do things for them. They want to be credit partners. There's so many different opportunities, but we're building a team, and we're going to make sure that we don't have a problem when it comes to economics, social economics. It starts out with the information. So that's why I took the time out to bring you guys here, to educate you guys on the 7 laws of credit, and we have detailed information for you. All you have to do is click the resource link on the bottom of this video, and don't forget, anytime you're down and out, all you need to overcome your situation is 2 claps in the Ric Flair. Woo! Finish line, baby. Let's go.